This is Beansy. Say hey, Beansy. And that's Porgy. Say hey, Porgy. I thought it would be fun if I gave them a personality test for this video. Are y'all chilled out? We'll get some treats later. How does that sound? Porky? Does that sound all right? Okay. The first trait on the Big Five personality test is psychology personality test is openness, and I'm going to rate these all on the scale of 1 to 5 in openness. Now, on the scale of in openness, on 1 being more consistent and cautious, and say 5 being more inventive and curious, I would rank both of these guys are pretty low in that. Now, Porky, he doesn't like to adventure very much. He's not an outdoorsy dog at all. He's an inside dog, and he likes, if he goes out, he likes to come back inside pretty quick. Now Beansy, he's a little more adventurous and likes to go outside, and if we let him out of the backyard, he would run all over the neighborhood, but we don't let him get out very much. But he's slightly more open than Porky, so I give Beansy 2 and Porky only 1 in this category. I think they deserve a treat for that. What do you think? Here you go, Porky. There you go, Beanie. Let's go, boys. All right. So the next part of the personality test is conscientiousness. And I can't say that word, so don't make fun of me. I hear you, Porgy. On one side, you got extravagant and careless, which that would be the low end at a 1, and the high end would be careful and orderly. And here I would have to give Beansy, he's higher order. Sometimes when they eat, Beansy will put his paw down on the plate and he'll hold it still if it's a paper plate. And but Porky won't. He'll just kind of keep pushing and plowing through it like a bulldozer. Ain't that right, Porky? And then if we're drinking water, Beansy, he'll kind of just stick his tongue and kind of lap at it ever so gently. And Porky, he sounds like a Clydesdale trotting through the creek branch. Now, the next trait is extroversion, which I don't know if you're familiar with that term. Extroversion is like outgoing and loving people, and introversion is just kind of liking time to yourself. Porky's definitely a 1 in this one. He's not a people dog, are you? And Beansy, he's got to have a little more attention. He needs a little more attention. So I give Porky a 1 and Beansy a 3. If we're meeting strangers, then Porky, it takes him a pretty good while to warm up to someone that he's never met, and he gets very very upset when Beansy, get out of there, when he sees somebody new. It takes him a long while to warm up to someone, but Beansy, he doesn't like them initially, and he'll bark at them. He's the first to bark, but after he calms down and he sees that the person doesn't mean any harm, he will go over there and he will play with the person. But this one here takes him longer to relax around someone. The next trait is agreeableness, and I think you can kind of understand what that trait is. If you're wanting to get along with others and you value that, you're probably pretty high in agreeableness, and if you're not, and that's not really a thing for you, and you don't really care what others think, you're less agreeable. So on this scale, if you didn't really care about others, that would be 1. And if you tried to get along with everyone and had lots of empathy and really cared what others thought, that would be 5. So Porky's definitely 1. He doesn't worry about too much. And Beansy, he's more the people person, and he's got to have attention. He demands more belly rubs than Porky, because he's got to have that. He's got to have that love, and he needs it. And Porky, he's okay with it, but he doesn't crave it like Beansy does. So I give Porky agreeableness like 1, and Beansy, give him 4. Beansy's pretty. He wants to please you. He's when they were first little pups, Beansy warmed right up to me, and of course it took Porky some time. He's got his own little personality, but with Beansy, he tries to please you as much as he can, and that's just his nature. And the last one is neuroticism, and that's your kind of your sensitivity to negative emotions. And if you're upset a lot and nervous and anxious, that would be a 5. And if you're very calm and collective, that would be a 1. So Beansy wins this one again. He gets a 5, and Porky gets a 2. Porky can get upset, especially when his brother gets him going, but he pretty much likes to lay on his pillow. And Beansy, he's a worrywart. He prances around, takes care of little brother, even though they're the same age. He's got to look out for him, and he loves his brother probably more than he loves us. But he really has to take care of him. But he gets real nervous. He doesn't like bad weather. Porky could give a rat's rear about weather. He just wants to sleep. If it's thundering and lightning, he don't care. Beansy worries the horn off a goat when it's bad weather. He can't stand it, and makes him very upset. So I thought this was interesting. These are 2 different dogs, even though they're the same litter. This one is kind of gray colored, even though they're marked the same with kind of the white. This one is the dark brown, and they're 2 short-haired dachshunds, and they've been with us a long time. As you can tell, I know them very well, and they are my best buddies, and they're pretty good dogs. Would you agree with that, Porky? He got big ears. He got really big ears. And this one is a mess too. They love treats. They both are high in treat loving, if that was a personality trait. And they're good dogs. I can tell them It's supper time and they're ready. They're both very routine oriented, so that's why they're both low in openness. So they don't like changes a whole lot. They like their supper time when it's supper time, and don't like to vary it. They've got certain treats they want certain times of the day. They don't have to do anything. They just get them. We're crazy like that. In a way, they train us instead of we training them. So that's fun. I don't know if it's normal to do a video on give your dog's personality test or not, but these are the personalities I see in them, and I think I nailed them pretty well because I know them really well. I know your dog has personality traits too, so you might try this at home if you want, but just don't try to get them to lay on the couch and try to psychoanalyze them too much. They're just dogs, and they're good boys. Ain't that right, Beanie? Okay. Is that right, Poggy? Pokey's a cusser. When things don't go right, he cusses. And he'll actually talk to you. He's the talker more than Beansy. Beansy barks and yips. Oh, it's funny when they go outside. Porky barks usually one time when he's ready to come back in, and this one here will just stay there and look through the door. Will not bark at all to come back in. And but if he hears somebody, he goes berserk. And we got a little live 360 thing. When one of us arrives home, it makes a little beeping sound. And so when my wife or my son gets home, it'll beep, and they will start howling at the door for them because they miss them when we're gone. So they're and we miss them too, of course. They're good dogs. If you ever get a dog, I would recommend a Dachshund because they're really smart dogs and they have such personalities to them. No doubt about it. So if you're a dog lover, I hope you enjoyed this video, and subscribe, and have a great day. We'll check you. See you next time.